What's up guys, and welcome to my channel Flame With 4. In this issue 10 from the Terminator Builder T-800, we're going to be putting together the inner eye socket and the middle right finger. But the thing is, this doesn't seem to have any screws or anything like that, so I'm not too sure how we're going to assemble this or even put the head together. So we will see and see what happens here. So right, the first thing I'm going to do is take out all of our pieces that we have. So there's the eye sockets, or the inner eye sockets, should I say. I'm guessing this is why we didn't put the face piece on, because we have the inner eye sockets to go in there. Let's tip this out, see what we have. We have those pins again, so just take those out. And we have the end finger, which always needs super gluing on. And then we have the pin ends, which will hold those pins in place. Just put that on the side. Okay, so let's have a quick look what it wants us to do. That's lovely. So you all need to get your faceplate from that issue there. And then inside the faceplate it has a locating pin, locate pin on either side of each of the eye. Okay, so we'll have to put the locating pin in there and slot that over the top. So let's try that. Push this in and then just leave it how it is and then assemble it, or it's saying that you could super glue it into place, which is what I'm going to do because I don't want that to move. And the super glue that I've got will make it really easy for me to put that in. So all we need to do is put a tiny dab of super glue on top there. Don't want that to move. And a tiny dab down here. There we go. We don't need a lot. And then when aligning it, just take it carefully, no need to rush. And just place that over the top. Like so. And then just wait for that to set. So that's the inner eye socket. So that's just given a bit of depth to the eye there. So there's a before and after. So that's the before one where you know, it's kind of just there. It doesn't have any depth to it. And then here, the eye socket, it's got a lot of depth to it there. And it's pretty flush. I mean, for these to be mass produced, you know, that's a really flush eye socket there. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just quickly test fit the second one, and then we'll go ahead and glue that on. So that fits on there. So the inner eye sockets are now done. So that's the inner eye socket there, and that's on the right eye, and the outer eye, so give you a good look. So that should be nice and flush either side like that. So there you go, that looks really good. So detailed. So those inner eye sockets are plastic going onto the metal section, like so. Just making sure that that fits flush. Right, so that is now glued into place. We'll leave that. Step 5, the inner eye sockets will look like this when done. So it does give you a demonstration of how they should look. So just check your magazine, make sure that looks right. It looks absolutely fine. Just pop that out of the way because we're going to be doing the finger next. Finger on again, and you know that it's going to fall off. So we're just going to pop a dab of super glue on now. So that's done. There we go. And this is the fingertip. Just pop that over there. And hopefully that will set at the time we go to do the next section. Right, so now that that's done, we will need the smaller one. Are they the same again? They don't look the same. So this is the smaller one of the two of these that we will need to assemble. So you want the smaller one, which is that one there. And that just needs to sit underneath the finger. So the finger will go on top like that. That sits underneath there. And then you pop the pin in from the top. Don't think the pins are different on this one, it didn't say. There's 3 pins the same, which are those ones, and a longer one. So the longer one can stay out of the way. Again, on this, before I put this together, I don't know if you can see on here, but there are little nibbles of plastic on the end. It's very hard to see because it's so tiny. Right, but that needs to come off. So you just need to shear them off with that. Once they're off, they will not give you any more trouble. So just make sure that they've all got it missing. You could use a Stanley knife for this instead of just a blade if you're worried about cutting yourself, because you know this is a bit dangerous just using the blade of the Stanley knife. There we go. So get rid of any excess bits of plastic that are on there. Then it should be easier for us to put these back together. Right then, so this sits underneath like so. Then it's asking for us to put, right, where's the long pin? So we don't need the long pin, we just need the one of the 3 shorter pins. Push that through, there we are, and then pop the end in here. There you go, and then that's what it's saying to do for step 6. So just put that together there. So remember, super glue your finger on, and then you need to have that section so that that smaller piece goes into the smaller one of the 2 there, okay? Right, so the next thing we need to do is get the long one, and then that needs to connect to this one. It should be easy again, I hope, with another short pin from underneath through to the top, because we've taken off all them excess bits of plastic. So there you go, clicks in straight away. And then we just want to pop the pin in just like that. And then that is step 7 was that, so step 8 is that one, so it should look a little bit like that. There you go. We will do a recap video on this after the next 3 issues, guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right, so it's saying that that should now look like that, and then we will need to attach this corner edge of the finger piece that goes underneath. So that's on top, this is underneath, and that's held in by the longer pin, is it? No, the longer pin holds it in on the finger, so we want to make sure that we use the smaller one of the 3 again to pop that through, and pop the end in just like so. So that should then look like that. So your finger should look like this, assembled that way around. Okay, and then we'll need to take our trusty hand. It's looking pretty good. And we will be attaching the inner finger. So that will go underneath like so. And then the top pin goes through the top of the hand to hold the finger into place. Like that, and then push it all the way through. Right, let's just give this a bit of a push. That should be fine, just gotta make sure it's straight. And then we will need to put the top pin in, or the bottom pin in, should I say, like that. And then we should have some kind of hand forming. There we go, so that is what it should look like. Ooh, that's looking so cool. So, I mean, this is plastic, so just be careful not to press on this too hard. The fingers are metal, so it's got a bit of quality to it, which I find is really nice. I feel like it's not magnetic or anything like that, but it definitely is starting to form a nice hand. I feel like we're going to have some rods come through these pins here somewhere. It just feels like there is going to be some rods to keep this in position, so we've got some positioning of this. But yeah, I feel like it's looking really good. So there is definitely a hand structure there. Oh, the end of the finger fell off, so we need to make sure we've got plenty of super glue on there. So just be careful with your fingertips, guys. I don't know whether this is a fingertip from the original one that I never glued on in the first place, so that's probably why that came off, because we did glue the other 2 on. And I don't think I glued the original finger on. So we'll just do that now, so that won't come off anymore. So there you have it, guys. So that's the hand. We'll sit it there, all creepy. And then we've done the eye sockets as well in this issue. So that's the eye sockets done for issue 10. It's going on about Spider-Man now. So, I mean, I thought that they might go on about the Terminator a bit more, but I suppose it's supposed to showing you robotic stuff that's happening in things like the Spider-Man. Human exoskeletons, how to lift boxes, so if you don't know how to lift a box, that's pretty cool. And in the next issue, which is going to be issue 11, we're going to be assembling the joints of the Terminator Endoskeleton neck, so we're going to be fixing the neck together. So guys, there you go. So that is what we're going to be doing in the next issue. I mean, I feel like we've got a lot of parts here now. There's a lot of parts to lose, so make sure you keep all of these together, guys, because you do not want to lose these. We'll do a recap video after the next 3 to see how much structure we have together on this. But yeah, there you have it. So that is it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you've been watching Flame River 4, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.